Well, hello there. Welcome to Brisbane, Australia, or at least the view from my hotel room, which I have finally made it to. This is Matt's video blog for my trip to Oz. I thought I would start it off with a little shot of downtown Brisbane, as seen from my hotel, after I have traveled what feels like forever to get here. I am staying at the Siebel Suites, which you can see here is not too shabby. It's got a little kitchen area all to itself. So a little microwave and a fridge, washing machine. Oh, and look at this. Or I should say dishwasher and its own washing machine. So turning out that I had to do laundry, looks like I'm doing it myself. So even being down under, I don't escape having to do laundry. There's a bathroom in here. Nice little bedroom, TV. Oh, but let me tell you, after having traveled for as long as I did, I am some glad to be here. So, for those who are curious, I'll give you the rundown on basically what transpired. So, I found out probably, a week or a couple of weeks ago that I was going to be coming here. So, booked my trip and left technically 2 days ago, even though it was actually yesterday. I left on Wednesday, got to the airport at Moncton at 12:30, flew from Moncton to Toronto at 2 o'clock, caught a flight that was delayed out of Toronto to Los Angeles. That was about 5 hours, 5.5 hours. Sat in the LA airport probably for about three or four, so it was 10:30 at night LA time, which would be 2:30 in the morning Moncton time. I then got on a flight from LAX to Sydney. That flight was about 15 hours long. I managed to actually sleep probably somewhere between 6 and 8 hours. I watched a couple of movies and some TV shows and stuff just to pass the time because it was, obviously you have a lot of time on a plane with very little to do. And this plane had no entertainment center, so I had to actually use just my iPad to keep myself busy. Anyway, I got off the plane in Sydney at 7 o'clock in the morning Sydney time, which would be 6 at night Moncton time. It's the 13-hour difference between here and back home. And that's Friday. So now I guess it's Friday, but I left Wednesday, got here Friday. But when I landed in Sydney, I had to go through customs and security again, and the woman in LA had told me that my bag would be checked all the way through to Brisbane, which is where I am now, and that I didn't have to pick it up or anything. Well, it turns out that wasn't the case. So when I actually went through customs in Sydney, finished through customs, which probably took me an hour to go through all of that because it was just such a long lineup. I got through all of that, and then I ended up just skipping the baggage carousel because I didn't think I needed my bag. Then come to find out when I went to check in for my flight to Brisbane, oh yeah, you need your bag. And guess what? You can't go back into arrivals where your bags are. You're going to have to get it through the baggage carrier. So I had to find this baggage place in the big part of the arrivals deck of the airport. And then I finally did find it. And I probably waited about an hour just to get that. And then got my bag, went to the other end of the Sydney airport to catch a Qantas flight, sat there for 2 hours waiting for a flight, got on the flight, was on the flight for about an hour and a half, then waited a half an hour or so to get on a train, took the train downtown to Brisbane, got off the train, couldn't find the hotel. I'm wandering around the streets with this giant bag. So just so you can see here, I've got this suitcase is my bag, right, along with that particular carry-on. So the carry-on bag was fine. I wore it like a backpack, but that's the big bag. And, it's a rolly bag or whatever, but the thing is pretty big. So I'm having to haul this thing up and down the street trying to find Charlotte Street, which is the name of the street that this hotel is on. And I went down one direction, which was all I had according to Google Maps. I couldn't find it at first, so I turned around and went the other way. Then the street came to a dead end, and I'm like, it's got to be here somewhere. So I turned around again and went back, and finally found the hotel here. Came upstairs and unwound, and now I'm kind of settling in and hoping to go explore a little bit. So I don't know how many video blogs or little videos I'll make while I'm here, but I want to make as many as I can to record my trip to Oz, seeing as I don't know if I'll ever get back here. I am here until the 5th of August, so those watching and curious as to what's going to happen, I'm actually in Brisbane until the 29th of July. Then I fly to Sydney, and I'm in Sydney a week, and then I go back to Moncton on the Sunday, the 5th, getting home on the 6th. Tomorrow I actually am taking a flight from here to Cairns to go snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef. That's on my own dime, and I'm okay with that. I figured I'm got to go do that since I'm here. Don't think I'll be able to go scuba diving because of my asthma, but I'm going to ask anyway. But yeah, going to really looking forward to that. I'm going to hit up a couple zoos and do some other touristy type stuff. So I finally made it to Oz after wanting to come here for, the two places in the world I have always said I wanted to visit was Cairo, Egypt, and Australia, and now I can cross Australia off that list because I actually made it. We were starting to land into Sydney, and I was looking out the window, and I was getting a little teary-eyed, realizing, it's kind of a dream come true. So I'm pretty excited. I am exhausted. I've traveled, basically was traveling straight for 36 hours, so today's my recovery day, and then tomorrow I can really do the fun stuff. So anyway, hopefully I'll have some cool video and pictures and stuff to show anyone who wants to see it. So this is Matt Clem signing off from Oz. See ya. Pink TV.